It is observed that during the 1994-93, the theatre scenarios in Pune were quite a bit different. So tell us about the theatre in those era.
Okay, that is a very interesting time, I think, when there was some kind of a reform which happened in theatre. And that is the area where uh, the theatre activist could find a space between a large proscenium theatre and a intimate theatre. So that travel is towards a smaller theatre in the smaller areas, because probably that is a time when what you can say, the channel activity through satellite was getting dominant. So TV started finding its own audience. So that is a time when people started realizing that getting people into a larger number was getting a bit difficult because the entertainment became cheap on television. So the desire to go out and see something which is very good, that varies slowly, but it started diminishing. That is a time when the theatre activists realized that we should come up with good subjects which are not like subjects which were uh, followed into a mainstream commercial theatre, but these subjects were targeted towards very specialized, what you can say, little kind of a classic representation of feelings or of a dramatic literature. So that is a space, very interesting time of that reform, where these smaller places started coming into a picture. And one such place in Pune which became very popular is Sneha Sadan. That is a place which was not a theater as such. It was a place of a, what you can say, a Jesuit mission, Christian people, where those who were researching on Indian, what you can say, literature written by poets, by saints. And that particular space all of a sudden became what you can say, a hub or a nucleus of Marathi theatre, because almost for like uh, 10 years after that, almost 10 years, that became a prime hub, a nucleus of intimate theatre. Samanvay started with sort of a bunch of people came together when Satyadev Dubeyji, he conducted a workshop in Pune. The workshop got transformed into one production which is called Ayushyat Pailandas. It was a production based on poems by Kusumagraj. So it was, what you can see, a theatrical representation of a poetic expression. So that was quite a bit of a success, and here the like-minded people came together, and that resulted into formation of Samanvay. Samanvay was quite a vibrant group of that time, and people like Sonali Kulkarni, Sandesh Kulkarni, Amruta Subhash, Shashank Shende, Samir Joshi, Mandar Patwardhan, Chandrasekhar Kulkarni, Nikhil Ratnaparki, Gargi Phule, Madhura Dahanukar, Dev, that is younger sister of Mrunal Dev, uh, myself, many such what you can say, good actors, good writers, good directors came together to form that group. And Sandesh Kulkarni was our team captain in those days, and it started evolving. So we this Kovli Une was one of the what you can say, widely recognized and well accepted a production in that time. You know, generating that that uh, very sense of thinking of something new in terms of a theater, and that was very important. Barring the ideas of contemporary conventional theater, forming our own space, going to places where there was no theater, reaching out to the audience, those who were not exposed to this type of theater. I think this give and take, uh, state wise, was very much important, and all thanks to people across the state, that if any new production used to come up, people used to call up and say, नाही नाही तुम्ही इकडे या आणि ते प्रोडक्ट आमच्यासाठी करा. We have performed everywhere: Jalgaon, Bhusawal, Ratnagiri, Kankauli, Kolhapur. So that was just not a theater performance, but the tying up with with the places and tying up with the theater activist. So if they perform, we used to call them, come here. And if we have, so that was a very healthy interactive time, I think, in terms of a theater.
So, as you've mentioned earlier, your theatre performed largely in the space Sneha Sadan. Its manager was a Christian who took great interest in the arts.
Yeah, his
So,
name was Father George. Such a nice fellow.
okay, so tell us something about that.
As I told you, that was not a theater.
Hmm.
They had a large hall with some 8-inch, 6 to 8 inch elevated platform, and about some 25 feet wide and some 15 feet in depth. That was the platform.
Hmm.
But somehow that space had such good vibrations, and whatever that we used to perform there was working up to such a phenomenal level that it gathered a popularity in within no time. It was just not a space, I believe, but it was again the Father George wish to come up with something good, or to support a good activity. And of course, it was not just Samanvay who was performing in Sneha Sadan by that time. Yogesh Soman, who was a known theatre activist, or there were many other groups like, I think, Dhadpad, or Sneha, many such, Dhyas, many these groups, they used to come and perform in that place. And that, as I said, became a nucleus of experimental theatre in Maharashtra state. Slowly, I think there were some groups outside Pune, they also came and tried performing there, and they got good audience there. About some 150 200 people used to sit in that place. Mainly, as I said, there were initially in you were specifically asking for that area in those time. We used to perform as at Sneha Sadan. Then, as I said, we used to perform in Mumbai at Avishkar, or Tata Theatre, that is NCPA. Or there was this place called Yashwantrao Samant Bhavan, which was in those days was run by, or administered, managed by Vijay Desai. Mm, these people used to invite us to go to Mumbai and perform plays. Then subsequently we started performing in Prithvi Theatre at Mumbai. So that was the exchange. Uh, Sometimes when we were very much sure about our audience, and when the economics of the play, that what we used to administer, and we were trying to, things put together. In those days, we used to set the larger plays, which is at Proscenium Theatre. Then we performed at Bharatnatyam Mandir. We performed at Tilak Smarak Mandir, Yashwantrao Chavan. But that is what you can say. Uh, Mostly in where opening of a production show on a grand scale in such areas, or whenever we used to conduct festivals. We we initiated festival called Natyotsav. It was in 2001 2002, to commemorate or celebrate these three main playwrights of Marathi, that is one Satish Alekar, Mahesh Elkunchwar, and Tendulkar. All three stalwarts, all main, what you can say, eminent playwrights of Marathi theatre were on stage, and we had asked people across the state to come up and perform their plays. So it was 3 days festival. So such type of many activities were carried out in those times, and in these areas especially. Uh, why I repetitively say that was a good time, because people all over the state used to come and interact with each other. In these days, we did, as I said, Kovli Une was our flagship production. Then came त्याच्या प्रखर सामाजिक जाणीवांचे निखारे. And again, the group got more number of people, and we had a very powerful strength. So we were constantly thinking that if we want this group to be in action, we have to feed it constantly. We need a good feed. So Sandesh was a writer, myself I was a writer of the group, and we always used to think that what next, like what is that we wish to come up. So and people and good writers like Jayant Pawar, Rajiv Naik, these were like established writers, and they were quite a good supporter to us, and they used to provide whatever good writing they were coming. Tendulkar himself, we did plays of Tendulkar, we did Vijay Tendulkar, we did plays of Mahesh Elkunswar, we Alekar sir. So plays from the established artists or established writers, as well whatever that we feel that we should put on the stage, that was the prime focus. And in those days we had a what you can say, the scenario of Pune was changing because of this six-seater rickshaw came into the Pune traffic, which was a completely new idea for Pune people, and we got completely disturbed traffic scenario, and a very different polluting scenario, that Pune become very rapidly polluted in those days. So I wrote Malab, which was not just on pollution of air, but it was polluting scenario of our mind, that how are we, just for the sake of convenience, how are we adopting a new lifestyle. And that play was a big hit. And we almost like 50 performances all over India. Then followed by Sathेचं काय करायचं was one of the big hit of written by Rajiv Naik, directed by Sandesh Kulkarni, acted by Nikhil Ratnaparkhi and Amruta Subhash. That again became a hit. Malab became hit because again it was a very, what you can say, very brilliant cast. Shashank Shende, Gargi Phule, Samir Joshi, Nikhil Ratnaparkhi, those who were like people used to call Sholay of Samanvay. So a very strikingly beautiful cast, and it did a very good job. Then followed by that we did some Mitradvay, Arthat Sangeet Sattva Pariksha, written by me. Followed by we did Sudama Ke Chawal, a very well-known eminent Hindi production did by Dubeji, done by Shashank Shende, Vijay Mishra, Gargi Phule. So number of plays started happening, and almost like for 12 years we did those. It was charged up time for all of us. As I said or mentioned previously, that was a forming stage of a TV culture. In those days, but still, there was a space where people were responding for something new. The desperation to trying to reach out and to break our comfort zone and to attain something, some new experience will share, that feeling was there. And I think there was some sort of what you can say, cheerful, supportive nature of people, that these youngsters, they're doing something good, or they're trying to discover something, so let's support them. And that feeling, I think, was on a large extent was a supporter of most of the groups. You'll find we had no money, we had no support, no infrastructure. We used to roam around on two-wheeler carrying out the sets. There was no finite structure as such. Now the kind of a theatre which is set nowadays is all because, I think, on the basis of what in those days people were working. So we hardly used to have like a structure, like well organized set, well organized teams, We were quite professionally well organized, but in terms of a monetary or in terms of a money, people were struggling out. So, setting up, we came up with our own language of theatre. We came up with our own structure of theatre, which is mobile, which is light, which don't require many people. In a smaller troupe we can travel. In a smaller troupe we can perform. So that's a new type of a theatre language with new type of a theatre concept, new ideas, new interpretation came into existence, and that gave on a large. I think that was a turning point that that changed the whole idea. Later on, this became a very dominant expression in experimental theatre. Then this clan grew up over the time, and they started coming or demanding in a demanding state. They came up with their own ideas, and that's how slowly Sudarshan started. Because to entertain this large number, people were looking out for space when Snehasadan, what you can say, closed down for this activity. So audience was very much supported. As I said, it wasn't like old guys. Those in the evening time they don't have anything to do, so they would come to see the play. Those who are not really very much interactive or were probably not understanding the minuscule meaning of what we are performing, from such audience to kids, they try to understand what is happening, to college going students up to like industrialists, up to editors, up to the mainstream directors. They were all in one hall, all put together, and that was real fun. I think that gave a core strength to most of the people, because we are reaching across the stratas. Yes, I'm as I mentioned these names: Sandesh Kulkarni, Amruta Subhash, Shashank Shende, Sonali Kulkarni, Nikhil Ratnaparkhi, Gargi Phule, Samir Joshi. These, I think 50 names. I can't say all the names, but all of them. Harshvardhan Pathak, eminent light designer. These all people, they have reached to what you can say. They continued their strive, and most of them are in the theatre scenario or in the art form itself, and they're doing really good. Some of them have won national awards. Some of them are doing like continued, but most of them are what you can say for their livelihood. From theatre they have, I cannot say elevated, but they have marked themselves into a film industry.
Sir, why did you all wind up the group? Any specific reasons? Uh,
See, any group for that reason, it has got its own what you can say, a vibrant time and its age. Those 10-12 years, we all were young, financially were not dependent on these activities. When you start thinking of your own life, you start think that I am a breadwinner of my family, I should do something. Or probably when you start realizing that I should venture up something where I can think of some stability. That is a time when we were all charged up, didn't think of money, didn't think of anything. And those 10-12 years, we were quite dedicated, very serious about theatre. But slowly, one has to think. So we started thinking, and most of us got shifted to Mumbai for their livelihood. And once you go to Mumbai, then you get opportunities, then you venture into something. But I think besides that also, we continued this activity for some time, but slowly. Any group, it attain its peak, and later on it starts. It happened with the Samanvay again. There were many groups in Pune, especially a theatre academy, a very stalwart group. Prior to that, Progressive Dramatic Association, then Theatre Academy. These were they did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal. the performances were world over, but they also had their time. After that, the graph started. It is like a sine wave. The graph started coming down. So it is based on the active participation of the participants of the group that holds the group for. Then slowly, when you it disappears. That happened. But we are still in touch. Um, though Samanvay is not there, but people like me, Sandesh Kulkarni, Shashank, uh, we are quite actively involved. I am involved with most of the theatre scenario. I'm contributing. I'm a member of what you can say most of the happening theatre groups. I am board member of Marathi Cultural Center, so I continue doing that. I am a supporter of Theatre Academy. We run many shows there. Sahitya Rangamabhi Pratishthan, and still Samanvay with new members. Some or the other day come up with ideas and we perform, but not to the extent that every day was something happening. That is not there, and probably the commercial scenario and the viewership and the idea of entertainment that has also changed in these last 15 years. That has also largely impacted on our ideology. Things are different. They are not the same that they were in 1995 or 2000. In these 20-year time down the line, it, it has the viewing has become more personal, especially because of the OTT platform. The OTT platform has carved out a personalized space. So, reaching out into the groups and looking out for something that you really can share, you can discuss with someone. That idea is, I think, slowly is fading out. It is more a personalized experience, more individualistic. It is because the society is going more individualistic. Previously, we used to say that we were a joint family, then we became a nuclear family. Then they said, no, we were a nuclear family, then we became a fragmented nuclear family. Oh, we were fragmented. Now it is in the fragmented nuclear family, just a father, son, and a kid. They all are there into own smaller screens. So someone is watching Netflix, someone is watching Amazon, or someone is watching a YouTube, and so this is, I think, the change of the mindset now, especially after now this COVID is again putting oil in that furnace. So COVID will probably will create impact for some time, but I think theater is immortal. It will come back on its own stage, and it will take its own space again.